Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins Gate. In the last episode, Mayuri confirmed my theory that Daru is Suzuhaa's dad. Now, it's not 100% confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed. The evidence is, very apparent. So, yeah. Still, the evidence keeps piling up. And then there's the time machine's name. FG204 something something. What was it? FG204 second edition, version 2.31.
That naming sense! It's got to be Daru! Oh my god, Daru totally is her dad!
And FG probably stands for Future Gadget. That's true, it probably does. So Suzuhaa's time machine is Future Gadget number 204? Finally, his name, Barrel Teeter, has to be Daru-kun. But why? Come to think of it, last night Mayuri asked how to say barrel in Japanese. Barrel is taru in Japanese, right, Christian? Kurisu nods. Daru. Taru. Daru? Oh my god! It's a pun? Okay, Suzu-san. Say Hashida Itaru 10 times fast.
Oh, I won't be able to do that.
Why? Just say it and you'll find out. Hashida Itaru, 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 Hashida Itaru.
I can't do it.
Just now, didn't it sound like Dieter?
What the heck? Mayuri's so smart.
It did. Hashida Itaru, Hashida Itaru, Hashiditaru, Hashititaru.
Whoa. For reals?
For super reals.
Oh my gosh! Daru, you're a father! I can't believe it!
But with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. Then who is Suzuhaa's mom? Everyone's jaw drops again, only this time we're staring at Daru and Suzuhaa. I mean, their hair color is very similar too. I think she looks just like her father.
I think so too.
That could just be the placebo effect. But now that you mention it, they kinda do look alike.
Nice work, Mayuri! You'll make a great detective one day.
A detective? That's the first time anyone said that.
Mayuri, you're so smart!
She's such a ditz most of the time, but maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows. See, that's what I'm saying. She just acts that way.
My daughter? Amane, she is my daughter?
Yeah, and you said last episode you wanted to make out with her, so you better take that back, man. Daru, wide-eyed, points at Suzuhaa while flapping his lips like a fish out of water. Dad.
Oh god, this is weird now. Could you call me Papa instead?
Papa? For once in your life, don't be a perv.
Yeah, this is your daughter, man.
Dad!
Oh my god, they're gonna hug! Suzuhaa tries to hold back tears, but can't. They fall from her eyes and roll down her cheeks. Oh man. Oh man. Seeing this, Daru stops his joking and lets Suzuhaa speak.
I came, Dad. I came to see you. In the time machine you built.
Yeah.
父さんのやろうとしていたこ
I'm
と
going to finish what you started.
私が
I promise.
絶対やり遂げるから
Yeah.
だから
Watch over me,
見ててほしい
okay?
I'm watching. Of course I am. Suzuha walks up to Daru and hugs him gently. Aw, do we get a picture? No, Daru awkwardly but firmly hugs her back. Father and daughter reunited across time. I'm truly glad we could bring them together. But by the way, was your mother cute? Request petite girl with cute face and big boobs. Why would you ask your daughter that?
That's a secret.
Oh, you can't know! When Suzuha finally steps away from Daru, she's smiling once again.
さてと
Well, that takes care of everything I wanted to do on this world line.
Yay!
Guess I should be going.
You found out your dad's a big pervert! Wait! You're going already? Don't you have more to say to your father? What am I doing? Suzuha's mind is set. I know that nothing I can say will convince her to stay. It's madness to even try. If she stays, my Yuri dies. I know that. So why am I trying to stop her?
私は大丈夫
No, I'm fine now. I'm going to get an IBM 5100, just like I promised.
She looks at us with the face of a warrior.
未来を変えるのは
I'll bring it to you here in Akihabara. That's my duty,
私は
and I'll see it through.
荷物をこの
The
秋
rest
葉原に
is
絶
up
対
to
持ってく
you.
るから
The rest is up to us?
未来を
Change the future,
変えてほしい
please.
Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. We don't have the words, but she sees it in our faces. Resolve. Suzuha has entrusted us with her will and her mission. We meet her gaze, each of us, and silently swear to protect them to the end. The future Suzuha came from is not the future we desire. In Suzuha's time, Daru and I fought to change it. This time, we'll make sure it never happens. Mayuri will live. Karisu will be free. Suzuha will grow up knowing her father. We must change the future, that all these things may come to pass.
それじゃ
Well,
35年後
see
に
you in 35 years.
君が
Though I guess it'll only be a few hours for you guys.
そうそう
Oh, I almost forgot. The time machine gives off terrific ultraviolet rays when it jumps, so make sure not to look directly at it.
With that final warning, Suzuha boards the time machine! She waves once and then the hatch closes behind her. So I guess now everything's gonna change. Moments later, the machine comes to life. Suzuha! Why, Suzuha? Oh my gosh! The shrill alarm starts ringing. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I'd expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite sun activity. They all look up and point. My phone vibrates. I quickly take it out and open it. The mail is from Suzuha. Oh, my phone. We got mail. John Teeter. Thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye. When I failed to stop her on a previous world line, she sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, the word holds a completely different meaning. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space around the time machine begin to warp. A cocoon of light appears and envelops the fuselage? I squint my eyes against the brilliance. Suzuha. We will never see her again. Not this Suzuha. Yes, we can seek her out of our time. I know that I will make the effort. But the next time we meet, an immense gulf of time will have divided us. No matter how hard we wish it were different, she will not be the girl we knew.
All of a sudden, Daru takes a step into the light. Whoa, what are you doing, man? Suzuha! I'm sure we'll meet again. Oh, Daru! I'll do my best until then. I hate myself for not knowing any other way to say it. But I'll do my best. Oh no, Daru's about to cry. I'll do my best, I promise. So Suzuha, do your best too. His words probably can't reach her anymore. As the light grows more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in radiant particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. Everything's gonna change now! Oh wow! The next thing I know, Suzuhaa's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Radaikon's wall. Holy moly! The air is thick with the smell of ozone, and seems to pulse softly where the machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot where the summer breeze blows gently past. As if the wind were fate itself. So things don't instantaneously change? Unfortunately, we don't have time to mourn her departure. In about an hour and a half, Moika's group will attack the lab. I'm surprised everything didn't instantly change the moment she left. Before that happens, we need to acquire the IBM 5100 that Suzuhaaaa went to 1975 to obtain. The time machine's sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed. See you in 35 years, Suzuhaaaa said. 54-year-old Suzuhaaaa should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine's disappearance would be her cue to bring the IBM 5100 to the lab. But when we return to the lab, there's no 54-year-old woman waiting for us. It seems Suzuhaaaa hasn't come yet. Uh-oh. No more running. Kurisu gasps for breath while Mayuri calmly munches on— I didn't mean to click the button. She munches on something. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuhaaaa, a line of red numbers catches my eye. Ooh. The meter reads 0.337187. Divergence hasn't changed. Reading Steiner didn't activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. Uh-oh. That means you can't save Mayuri? Let's think this through. I thought that divergence would change the instant Suzuhaaaa obtained the IBM 5100 in 1975. But maybe there's something else that needs to happen. And hopefully she didn't get killed! Will it change the instant Suzuhaaaa hands me the IBM 5100? Or will it change when we use the IBM 5100 to delete my email from CERN's database? At any rate, all we can do now is wait for Suzuhaaaa to arrive. Oh man. Suzuhaa's 54 by now, right? After catching his breath, Daru speaks. My daughter is 30 years older than me. I don't know if I want to see that. Feels weird, man. I'm glad you're finally accepting her as your daughter. You know, it wouldn't be unusual for her to have grandchildren by that age. Yeah. You mean I could have great-grandkids? I don't know if I'm ready for that, man. He's like, I just figured I have a daughter, man. He's like, I don't know if I want grandkids.
Just be super nice to them. That's what grandpas do.
Please don't call me Grandpa. Poor Daru. A knock on the door interrupts the idle chatter. It must be Suzuhaaaa. I feel like it's CERN or Moika. Everyone looks at me with a strange mixture of anticipation and anxiety. I slowly open the door. Hello? Whoa! It's the guy from downstairs. Okube. Instead of an old woman, we get a wall of muscle. Our disappointment is palpable. Oh.
It's you. Hey, have you seen my part-timer? Oh no! Mr. Brown peeks into the lab. No. If you're looking for SUZUHAAAA, she went 35 years! Shut up, Mayuri! Kurisu covers Mayuri's mouth. Uh-oh. You know something? Where'd that girl run off to? She took the last couple of days off, and I don't know when she's coming back. She won't even answer her phone. We don't have time for this, but I can't just order him to leave. Not unless I want another cracked skull. She said she went back to her hometown. She probably is gone for good. What? You sure? That brat. She didn't say a word to me. The future is changing. Isn't this proof? On my previous sleeps, Mr. Braun never came by the lab. This must be related to SUZUHAAA's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign. Now, as long as the attractor field doesn't amend history again. Mr. Braun sighs, then turns to me with a serious expression. Yes? Well, whatever. I've got something for you, Okabe. The IBM 5100? For me? He hands me an envelope. It's addressed to Okabe Rentaro, but there's no stamp or postmark. The name is Hashida Suzu written on the back! So that is confirmed that Daru is SUZUHAAA's dad. What is this? It's from the lady who used to own this building. She asked me to give it to you on this day. She used to own the building? Who? How did you know Suzu-san anyway? What? Suzu-san? Suzu-san? Of course! The name on the back reads Hashida Suzu. Hashida is Daru's surname. Where's she now? Huh? She passed away 10 years ago. She passed away? Passed away? She's dead? A wave of dizziness nearly sweeps me off my feet. How old was she? Must have been only 44 or 43. Mid-40s, I think. The age fits. Thank you for taking care of this letter, Mr. Braun. Oh man, the music is too happy for this moment. Is it from Suzu-san? Seriously? Why'd he have it? Mr. Braun clearly doesn't understand our reaction, and we're not about to explain. I thank him again. He grumbles a bit and leaves. As soon as he's gone, I break the seal and open the envelope. Inside is a handwritten letter. The characters are slightly messy, as if her hand was shaking as she wrote it. Oh no. Our eyes transfixed begin to read. Oh no, SUZUHAAAA. Dear Okabe Rentaro. It's me, Amane SUZUHAAAA, Hashida Teeter's daughter. It's been a long time. Though for you, I'm sure only a few hours have passed. The date is June 13th, year 2000. Meaning I'm writing this 10 years before you will read it. I'll get right to the point. I failed. 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 Oh my god. Poor SUZUHAAAA. I failed. 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 Oh no, SUZUHAAAA. Oh my god, so she traveled back in time and she didn't even get the IBM 5100? The date is June 14th, The year 2000. About 9 or 10 years before you will read this. I failed. I only remembered who I was 1 year ago today. The day Nostradamus said the King of Terror would come. Stupid, stupid King of Terror! He should have come and burned us all away! For 24 years, I forgot who I was. All I could remember was my name.
Oh
no! I finally remembered 1 year ago. The day the King of Terror was supposed to come but didn't. There's no King of Terror, but I want to die. The repairs were incomplete. The time machine malfunctioned when I arrived in 1975. I couldn't remember anything.
Oh no!
They found me lying in the street like a broken doll and took me to a hospital. Now I've been living on my own for years, but that's as Hashida Suzu, a normal person who forgot the duty and mission of Amane SUZUHAAAA. I only remembered last year. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed. I failed.
Oh my gosh! SUZUHAAAA!
Something went wrong. I don't know what. The repairs were incomplete, but it's not Dad's fault. It's mine.
Oh no!
I should have gone straight to 1975. I shouldn't have stopped in 2010, but I was selfish, and now the future is doomed.
Oh no!
There's no IBM 5100. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. For what purpose have I lived to this age?
Oh no, SUZUHAAAA!
I forgot my duty and lived a carefree life instead. Now my life has no meaning at all. It's worthless. 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 I wish I hadn't remembered. I'm glad I finally remembered. I'm glad I had this chance to say sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Oh no.
Plan failed. I spent this whole year asking myself why. I finally figured it out. If I hadn't postponed my leap to 1975, this wouldn't have happened. Okabe Rintaro. After the offline meet, you stopped me from going to 1975. I was really happy, but that's where it all went wrong. I should have left. I shouldn't have waited. That was my last chance. That night, there was a thunderstorm. My time machine was flooded.
Oh no.
If you can go back to that day, please, please let me leave. Then I can bring you the IBM 5100. I can fulfill my mission. Please, that's all I want. I promise, Dad. This was his dream. I want to change the future. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My life was meaningless.
Oh no! SUZUHAAAA! Oh no, your life was meaningless, baby! My hands curl, crumpling the page. I realize that I am crying. SUZUHAAAA failed? She lost her memory? Her life was meaningless? This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces, like mine, are frozen in disbelief.
I turned to Daru. He's whiter than a sheet. Daru, didn't you fix the time machine? I did. I thought I did. But I mean, that was my first time repairing a time machine. I might have missed something. Oh, no. Missed something? Whatever you missed cost your daughter 24 years of her life. Don't be mad at him. He's already upset. I didn't do it on purpose. Oh. Calm down, both of you. Hashida did everything he could. He doesn't deserve your anger, Okabe. I agree. How can you be so calm? That's how I am. Sorry. Now calm down. Don't be mad at Daru. It's not Daru's fault. I know that. But I can't end like this. I can't. Well, you can still leap back to before SUZUHAAA leaped. Can't you? That was SUZUHAA's feeling as she wrote this letter. I look again at the words scrawled upon the page, every character resonant with despair. I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. SUZUHAA's dead. 10 years gone. Wait, how did she die? Don't tell me. Mr. Braun must know what happened. Go ask him. I run to the window and check the street. Mr. Braun is outside, closing up shop. Wait, so who's his part-time warrior if not SUZUHAA? Because he mentioned his part-time warrior and then he's like, oh, Suzu died. Mr. Braun! I run downstairs. Okabe, did you hear? The satellite up and disappeared. Everyone's talking about it. I guess it already made the news. Please, I need to know. Huh? Know what? Hashida Suzu-san. How did she die? Why do you want to know that? He looks at me hard. I met his stare unflinching. I don't know anything about how she died. I need to know what her last moments were like. I feel that it's my duty to know, to engrave her memory into my heart. Sounds like you've got a reason. Uh-huh. What I want to know is how you knew her. She was an old acquaintance. That's all I can say. A very old acquaintance. But I still remember the time I spent with her. So please, tell me. I don't like to talk about it, but alright. Listen good, Okabe. I slowly nod. Then I get my answer. It was suicide. Yeah, I figured that. Oh. The word drops on my heart like an anvil. The way her letter's written, yeah. My knees give out. I collapse to the pavement. Suicide. She hung herself at home. I was the one who found her. Oh no. My life was meaningless. I recall the last words she wrote in her letter. Words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve She didn't deserve so bleak an end. She became unstable about a year before it happened. Before that, she was a nice, cheerful lady. Yeah, she remembered everything afterwards. This building was hers. She gave me a place to stay. She had no relatives, you know. Almost no one came to her funeral. It was a sad thing to see. Oh! She handed me that letter a week before it happened. Told me to give it to a young man named Okabe Rentaro on this exact date. When you moved in upstairs, I thought Suzu-san must have seen the future or something. She did! Enough! Can't take it anymore. I tried to stand, but my legs betray me. I stumble, but before I fall, a small body supports my shoulder. Is it Mayuri or is it Nene? No, it's Mayuri. Oh, come in. Are you okay? Mayuri. It must be taking all her strength to hold me up. Did Mayuri hear how SUZUHAAAA died? Her eyes are wet. Her lips are trembling. Still, she's the one supporting me. Mayuri and I bow deeply to Mr. Braun and return to the lab. Oh, Mayuri! When we get back, Daru is seated at his computer on the table. Well, I think with that, I'm gonna end this episode here, even though it was a hard one. It was really sad. Hopefully next episode we can get SUZUHAAAA back somehow. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to, you can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I will see you in the next episode of Steins Gate. Bye bye!